Hey, welcome to the Bronze Cave. I'm Christopher, aka the Bronze Age Nerd, and welcome to another video in my series of Top 5 Not to Buy Comic Books. This is the list where I take a look at Key Collector Trending 20, CBSI Hot 10, and Cover Price Top 10, and I find the 5 worst comic book investments, in my opinion, and let you know what I think about those books. Follow along on my channel because I will be pricing these books out over the next year to see how they perform. First up on the list is a mystery, and who needs a mystery? A detective. So we have Detective Comics 639. This appeared on the Cover Price Top 10, and I frankly don't know why. I really have no information on this book. I'll have to go find a copy of it and read it and see what's going on, because I don't know what's going on in this book. I don't know why they selected it for the list. I don't believe there's anything key in this book. There's a mention of it having a promotional insert that is often removed and thought to be an independent comic book, but I don't really know what would cause this book to have some movement. That's a total mystery to me. It just seems like a random Detective Comics issue, and there's a lot of those. So if you guys know what's up with this book, let me know in the comments down below. Speaking of nothing burgers, we got Justice Society of America #1. This is the 90s gold foil variant, which is on the Key Collector Trending 20, and it's also their key of the week. Yes, you heard me right. It's their key of the week. What's the key? They don't provide a reason why it would be. So it's not, at least according to them. I didn't have this one on my pull list, so I couldn't tell you if there's something special going on in this issue, but a foil 90s cover, man, people are already saying they're sick of the 90s kind of throwback covers and all that kind of stuff. Personally, I still kind of enjoy them, but I don't know why this would be the key of the week. Big pass from me. Another book on the Key Collector Trending 20 is Nova #8. This is the first appearance of Nowhere, and it's the first appearance of Cosmo. So this is essentially all kind of spinning out of Guardians of the Galaxy. Makes sense, but there's not much to go on here. These are established locations, established characters. We've already seen them in the MCU. It might be kind of a cool book. I think you could probably find this for pretty cheap sometimes in comic book stores. I bet you it's not necessarily labeled as a key because it's a very minor one. And so if you're interested in this book and you kind of want to collect it, I would hold off because I don't think now is the right time to buy it. My guess is we see this one dip. Speaking of minor keys, let's talk about New Mutants 99, which is the first appearance of Wolfsbane and Shatterstar. There are rumors that the actor that played Shatterstar in Deadpool 2 is going to return for Deadpool 3, and that could be interesting. I don't know exactly how they'll pull it off, but it is movie magic, right? I think this is a cool book, and I actually think it's been kind of an undervalued book for a while, but I don't think this is the reason why. I just think it's nice to collect some of these kind of X characters' first appearances, even the ones that were kind of highly printed, even the ones that are widely available. But I think you can definitely pick this book up for a cheaper price, and you probably will this week if somebody knows what they have and they're trying to flip it. And that's why I would avoid it. Even if, he appears again in Deadpool 3, he was comic relief in Deadpool 2. What are they going to do in Deadpool 3 that's going to make it more interesting and exciting for this character? I think if anything, we need to wait for another version of Shatterstar. I will say I actually thought it was pretty funny what they did to Shatterstar. He's never been one of my favorite characters, and I'm a big X-Men fan. So take it with what you will, but that's how I felt about it. Final book on the list is Spider-Man: The Lost Years #1. So this is the first appearance of Elizabeth Tyne, aka Janine Godby. This book appeared on pretty much all the lists, I think. Definitely appeared on Key Collector Trending 20, and it appeared on Cover Price, and it appeared on CBSI. So it appeared on all three. And I get that it's a hot book right now. Apparently there's some rumors about this character coming back. I just don't see this book holding value. I think this is kind of a long shot, and I think it's kind of one of those books where even if it pays off, like if you're buying it at $30, $40, whatever it's going for this week, that might be about what it goes for whenever this all happens. So basically this character is the identity of Hallows Eve. And what we see time and time again is what matters is usually how that character is presented. That, if people care about Hallows Eve, they're going to care about the first appearance, not the first appearance of the person who is Hallows Eve. Is Hallows Eve going to even be a cool character? I haven't read Spider-Man 14 yet. Maybe, but Spider-Man 14 is the first appearance of this character as Hallows Eve, and that's going to be what people care about. There's a chance that this book does become a second fiddle key. For one thing, it's probably not on people's radar as much, but there's probably a ton of these copies out there in the world you can find in dollar bins and 50-cent bins, in quarter bins would be my guess. And I think that a lot are going to come out, and it's going to basically flood the market at some point. I just don't see it. I could be wrong. Let's see how it goes. I can't wait to track this one down the road in my follow-up videos. Thanks for watching my video and checking out my picks for the top 5 comic books not to invest in this week. I appreciate it. If you want to let me know how I did, I'd love to hear about it in the comments down below. If you'd like to save money on Gemini comic book shipping supplies, you can do that. There's a discount code in my description. Also, you can become a channel member if you want to support the channel. Other than that, I thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, I want to remind you, as always, hey, 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 hey. Read comics every day.